If you're over 55 and you've been told that exercise has to be sweaty, breathless, and punishing to count, I want you to put that idea down right now. As a physician who works with older adults every single day, I can tell you that your body at this stage of life responds best to intelligent signals, not exhaustion. Your heart, your blood vessels, your nerves, your joints, and your balance system all improve when you give them precise, low-risk inputs that you can repeat consistently. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with 5 doctor-approved movements you can perform safely at home, in regular clothes, with a chair and a wall. They take only a few minutes, but they target the systems that actually determine how energetic you feel tomorrow morning. Circulation from the legs back to the heart, blood pressure regulation, thigh strength for independence, postural endurance for breathing, and the nervous system's ability to stay calm while you move. You won't need to chase a heart rate number, and you won't need to leave your living room. What you will need is steady attention to form and a simple 2-week plan I'll give you before we finish. Before we move, let's align on what matters physiologically after 55. Long sitting compresses vessels behind the knees and ankles and lets fluid pool around the feet. You notice it as heaviness in the calves, tight socks by evening, and that cement leg feeling when you stand up. Your veins return blood uphill against gravity, and they do it with the help of valves. And this is the part almost no one talks about: the calf muscle pump. Every time you flex your ankles, your calves contract around deep veins and push blood upward toward the heart. When that pump is idle for hours, your main heart works harder. Your tissues get less oxygen, and your brain receives fewer steady signals. Small rhythmic ankle and foot movements restore that pump quickly and safely, which is why the first movement you'll learn targets it deliberately. You'll feel the difference during the set warmth, a gentle tingling, and a sense that your legs wake up. That's not your imagination. It's physiology doing what it's designed to do. Safety first. If you've had a recent surgery, a blood clot, uncontrolled blood pressure, chest pain, new shortness of breath, severe dizziness, or any acute medical concern, clear exercise with your clinician and follow their guidance. If you use a cane or walker, keep it nearby. Wear stable footwear or go barefoot on a non-slip surface. Move in a well-lit space. Breathe through every repetition. Never hold your breath. Stop any movement that causes sharp pain, numbness, or unusual symptoms, and substitute a gentler version. The goal is not to push through discomfort. The goal is to give your nervous system clean signals it can accept and repeat. Now let's activate that calf pump properly. Sit tall near the front of a sturdy chair, with both feet flat under your knees and your hands resting lightly on your thighs. Keep your knees still. Lift both heels while your toes stay on the floor, as if you're pressing the gas pedal with each foot. Pause for a calm 2 count to feel your calves engage, then lower your heels with control. Immediately lift your toes while your heels stay down, as if you're drawing your toes up toward your shins. Again, pause for a 2 count to feel the muscles along the front of the shin fire, then return to flat. That combination: heels up, pause, heels down, toes up, pause, toes down, is 1 repetition. Breathe out gently when the muscles contract and breathe in as they relax. Perform 10 slow repetitions without rushing. You are not chasing fatigue, you are chasing rhythm. As blood returns toward the heart, your ankles will feel freer and your knees lighter. If you prefer to stand, you can do the same pattern while holding a counter, but seated is perfectly effective and safer for most beginners. You likely felt a gentle warmth as you finished that set. That's the point. Improved venous return means more oxygen and nutrients delivered, and waste products carried away. If you tend to get ankle swelling by evening, add this pump break mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and before dinner. Over days, many people notice easier transitions from sitting to standing, and fewer first steps that feel stiff or unsteady. Remember, frequent, tiny doses of calf activation beat a single long session once a week. Your vessels prefer rhythm. Your brain prefers rhythm. Your heart prefers rhythm. Treat this like brushing your teeth for your circulation. Next, let's address blood pressure regulation with a deceptively simple tool. Gentle, isometric hand grip. Isometric means the muscle contracts without changing length. When performed at moderate effort while you continue to breathe, hand grip work trains the reflexes in your vessels that help your pressure settle more smoothly across the day. Sit or stand tall and hold a small ball, a folded washcloth, or a soft stress ball in one hand. Relax your shoulders and jaw. Squeeze the object as if you're at a 4 out of 10 effort firm, but far from your maximum, and keep breathing comfortably. Hold for about 20 to 30 seconds, then release fully for at least the same amount of time. Switch hands and repeat. Complete 2 or 3 holds per hand. If you monitor your blood pressure at home, do your usual check at a separate time of day, not immediately after exercise, so you can see trends across weeks. If your blood pressure is poorly controlled or you're unsure whether this is appropriate for you, ask your clinician first, and at no point should you hold your breath or bear down, because that spikes pressure. The key here is moderate effort and steady, calm breathing. You might wonder how squeezing your hands helps your heart. The body is a connected system. Your vessels adapt their tone through a network of nerves that sense stretch and pressure. Repeated, well-tolerated isometric work with normal breathing can improve that reflex over time, and that can translate to smoother pressure responses during the day. It's not a replacement for medication when medication is needed, but it's a practical add-on that many older adults can perform safely while seated in a chair. It pairs especially well with the calf pump, because together they address 2 critical sides of the same coin, moving blood up from the legs and teaching vessels to respond calmly. Independence in daily life depends on one muscle group more than any other. The front of the thighs, the quadriceps. They control how you stand up, sit down, climb stairs, and catch yourself when a curb surprises you. If those muscles weaken, everything feels harder. The cleanest way to train them is the sit to stand from a chair. Position yourself in front of a sturdy chair with the back of your legs touching the seat. Place your feet shoulder width apart and slightly behind your knees, so your shins are vertical or close to it. Lean your chest forward a few degrees, as if you're about to smell a flower on the table in front of you. Press your feet into the floor, exhale gently, and stand all the way up to tall without locking your knees. Inhale, reach your hips back, and lower slowly until you feel the seat lightly touch the backs of your legs. Then sit with control. That's 1. If standing fully is not comfortable yet, keep your hands resting on the chair or a counter for balance, or place a cushion on the seat to raise the target height. 3 to 5 slow, perfect sit-to-stands build usable strength more effectively than 20 rushed ones. Think smooth, not speedy. When you focus on thigh strength, you also protect your knees. Proper alignment matters. Keep your knees pointing in the same direction as your toes, and avoid letting them cave inward. If your knees feel achy, shorten your range at first, and emphasize the control on the way down. Many people feel an immediate boost in confidence when they realize they can stand up and sit down with consistency. That confidence is not just emotional, it reflects your nervous system's improved prediction of the movement. Your brain learns best from crisp, repeatable repetitions at an effort you can sustain. Over 2 weeks, aim to add 1 or 2 sit-to-stands to your set as your form allows. Not every day, but when your body says the technique is solid. Now we'll refine that thigh work with a simple knee extension isometric that trains endurance without stressing joints. Sit tall near the front of your chair and rest your hands lightly on the sides of the seat. Extend one knee until your foot is just off the floor and your leg is mostly straight, toes gently pulled toward your shin. You should feel the front of the thigh engage. Hold the contraction for a calm 3 count while you breathe, then lower with control. Switch legs. If that's easy, progress by holding for 5 to 10 seconds per leg. If you prefer a supported version, slide a small rolled towel behind the knee of your bent leg and gently press the back of the knee toward the towel for 3 to 5 seconds without lifting the foot, then relax. This terminal knee extension pattern also wakes up the quadriceps in a joint-friendly way. Perform 5 to 8 holds per leg. The purpose here is not to create fatigue. It's to develop that quiet, reliable strength that keeps you from collapsing into a chair at the end of the day. Posture and breathing are the last major pillars. Round shoulders and a stiff upper back compress the front of the chest, shorten the breathing muscles, and make every walk feel more tiring than it should. A simple wall press resets alignment and invites deeper breaths without strain. Stand an arm's length from a wall with your feet hip-width apart and your palms on the wall at chest height. Fingers pointing up. Gently draw your shoulder blades slightly down and together, as if you're trying to slide them into your back pockets. Bend your elbows and lean your chest toward the wall while keeping your body in a straight line, from head to heels. Pause for a calm inhale, then exhale, and press the wall away to return to the start. Keep your chin slightly tucked so the back of your neck stays long, and avoid shrugging your shoulders toward your ears. 5 to 10 slow wall presses are enough for most people to feel their chest open and their breath deepen. If your wrists are sensitive, place your forearms on the wall instead and perform a gentle forearm lean with the same breathing. Breathing deserves its own attention because it sets the tone for every system you just trained. After you finish your movements, remain standing or sit tall and place one hand low on your abdomen and the other on your chest. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling the lower hand rise first as your diaphragm descends. Exhale softly through pursed lips, as if you're blowing out a candle across the room, and let your ribs move down and in. 4 or 5 breaths like this are enough to reduce sympathetic fight or flight drive, and to tell your vessels and muscles, all is well. This is not a separate workout. It is the signal that locks in the benefits of the work you just did. You now have 5 movements that cooperate with your physiology. A seated heel, toe pump to drive venous return, a gentle hand grip hold to train vascular reflexes, a controlled sit to stand for functional thigh strength, a knee extension or towel press hold for endurance, and a wall press to open posture and free the breath. Each one takes less than a minute. Together, they form a routine you can complete in about 5 to 7 minutes. The secret is not intensity. The secret is frequency and form. If you perform them most days, some in the morning to prime your day, and some in the afternoon to break up sitting, will feel the difference when you wake, when you stand, and when you take those first steps. Let's put this into a 2-week plan that respects recovery and builds momentum. On days 1 through 3, perform the calf pump and the hand grip holds once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Keep the holds short and the breathing calm. On days 4 through 6, add the sit to stands and the knee extension holds to the morning session, leaving the afternoon as your circulation break with a calf pump and hand grip. On days 7 through 10, keep everything and add the wall press at whichever time of day you feel most stiff through your shoulders and chest. On days 11 through 14, stay the course and focus on smoothing the transitions between movements and keeping your breath quiet. If you miss a day, you don't start over. You simply resume the next day. Consistency is a conversation with your nervous system, not a test you pass or fail. A few practical notes multiply your results. Break up long sitting whenever you can. Every 45 to 60 minutes, stand for a minute or do a quick set of ankle pumps at your chair. Keep your shoes supportive if you have neuropathy or balance issues. Bare feet on a non-slip surface are acceptable if your sensation and balance are good. Hydrate earlier in the day and taper fluid volume in the evening if nighttime bathroom trips fragment your rest. If you monitor blood pressure, track it at the same time of day, seated, feet on the floor, back supported, and average 2 readings separated by a minute. Then watch weekly patterns, not single numbers. If your legs tend to swell, ask your clinician about compression socks and how to use them appropriately. They work far better when the calf pump is active. Pain is information, and the information we want here is gentle work accepted. Muscular effort is fine. Sharp joint pain is not. If a movement irritates a joint today, shorten the range, slow the tempo, and check your alignment. If irritation persists, switch to the gentler variant I described and discuss it at your next visit. If you feel dizzy when you stand, pause, hold the counter, and breathe until the feeling passes. Bring that to your clinician's attention as well, because medication timing, hydration, or blood pressure patterns may need adjustment. The safer you feel, the more your body will allow you to practice, and practice is where the benefits live. You may be surprised by how quickly these small inputs add up. Many older adults notice lighter legs after the very first day of frequent calf pumps. Within a week, sit-to-stands feel steadier. Within 2 weeks, posture and breathing are easier, and the day's first walk feels less like a chore. You did not change your age, you changed your signals. The circulatory system rewards rhythm. The nervous system rewards repetition. The muscles that keep you independent reward slow, controlled work far more than rare bursts of intensity. If you already walk daily and enjoy it, keep walking. These movements will make your walk feel better. If walking has felt like a wall you can't climb, think of this routine as the ramp up to it. Once you complete 2 weeks consistently, add a few minutes of comfortable walking on the days you feel good indoors, along a hallway, if the weather is uncooperative. Keep the pace conversational. You should be able to speak in full sentences without gasping. On days when energy dips, do the 5 movements only. That's still a win. I also want you to respect recovery. Older muscles and connective tissues respond beautifully to smart work, and they also appreciate sleep, protein, and daylight. Try to get morning light in your eyes outdoors for a few minutes to anchor your body clock. Include protein throughout the day. To support muscle repair, eggs, fish, poultry, beans, or Greek yogurt, as your diet allows. Keep a regular bedtime and a cool, dark room to let your nights rebuild what your days train. The routine you just learned helps here too. A short round of calf pumps in the evening can reduce that heavy leg feeling that keeps you tossing and turning when you lie down. Medications and medical conditions matter. If you take a diuretic, ask your clinician about timing so you're not up all night. If you have severe osteoarthritis, you can shorten ranges and still gain strength. If you live with osteoporosis, these controlled upright movements are appropriate. And keeping your spine long, rather than flexed, is protective. If you manage diabetes, the combination of brief movement, breaks, and steady meals smooths your numbers and reduces the adrenaline spikes that make you feel tired for no clear reason. None of these realities disqualify you. They simply shape your best version of the plan. Let's recap the feel of a perfect mini session so you can memorize it. You sit tall, feet under knees, shoulders relaxed. You pump ankle shields up, pause, toes up, pause for 10 controlled cycles, noticing warmth in the calves. You pick up a soft ball, breathe normally, and give each hand 2 or 3 moderate squeezes with full releases in between. You step to your chair, place your feet, and perform 3 to 5 smooth sit-to-stands, exhaling on the way up and controlling the way down. You sit again and hold one knee straight for a calm 5 count, then the other, or you use the towel press behind the knee if that's more comfortable. You stand at the wall and perform 5 to 10 wall presses with a long neck and relaxed shoulders. You finish with 4 slow, low belly breaths. You feel a little warmer, a little taller, and a lot more capable. That's it. That's the routine that, done most days for 2 weeks, changes how your body feels when you wake up and when you move through your day. If you want a simple way to measure progress without any apps or trackers, count your smooth sit-to-stands. On day 1, note how many you can perform with perfect form before you need to rest. At the end of week 1, check again. At the end of week 2, check once more. Even one additional smooth repetition is meaningful. You've improved a movement that predicts independence better than almost any other. That's not hype. That's how bodies work. Practice what you want to keep. You don't need permission from anyone to begin, and you don't need a special day on the calendar. Start now. Do the calf pump set while you watch the last minutes of this video. Do 1 hand grip hold per hand. Stand and perform 2 careful sit-to-stands with your best form. Pick 1 knee extension hold per leg. Step to the wall and press 5 times. Breathe slowly. Smile at the fact that you just invested 5 minutes in the parts of your physiology that actually govern energy at this age. Then put a small note on your table that says, calves, hands, thighs, wall, breathe, and do it again tomorrow. I'll leave you with one final, doctor-level reminder that protects you from the trap of all or nothing thinking. Consistency beats intensity. The nervous system listens to what you do most days, not to what you do once in a while. If you miss a morning, do a short round in the afternoon. If you miss a day, resume the next. If a set feels sloppy, cut it short and make the next set crisp. Small, repeatable efforts are the medicine here. After 55, you don't need punishment. You need intelligent care signals that activate circulation, steady pressure responses, strengthen the muscles that keep you independent, open your chest so breathing is easy, and calm your system so movement feels safe again. Give your body those signals, and it will answer with lighter legs, steadier steps, clearer breath, and more dependable energy. Not in a year, but in a week or two of steady practice. That is how you turn exercise into something your body looks forward to, because it feels the difference where it matters most, in the way you move through your day.